Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sade coming through for our Aries sun sign video. So, this is for if you have your sun in the sign of Aries. Now, Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. It's the first zodiac sign. It is the ram, it's masculine, fire, and cardinal. And basically, when something is cardinal, it is the initiator of a certain type of action. So, Aries is the first cardinal sign. Next is Cancer, Libra, and then Capricorn, all initiating different ways of moving in the world. Aries likes to initiate from self, from power. It is ruled by the planet Mars. Mars is the planet of war, but war in the sense of combat, conflict, going against for survival. And Mars also rules our passion and our desires, both just on a plane level of what we want to achieve in our world and on a sexual level of how we desire partners and relationships and whatnot, because the opposite of Mars is Venus, which is the ruler of Libra. So, with Aries energy, if this is your sun sign, it is really just your conscious mind. I would definitely say your moon is a lot more of who you are in an intimate level than your sun, but your sun is really just like a toolbox that you have of different tools that you can use in your journey or while you're on your journey that can really guide you and assist you, and they come to you quickly on a conscious level. So it doesn't necessarily mean this is who you are, but these are the characteristics of an Aries sun sign. So it is masculine. So Aries energy is the initiator. Aries like to move from a place of personal power, and they really like to be in control of their own world. It does rule the understanding of ego. So the understanding of self. That's the Aries and first house energy. Aries is the sign of the first house. And the sun loves to be in the sign of Aries because Aries rules that vitality, it rules power, it rules initiative and having courage. Doesn't mean that these people are always the most confident and the most secure. I definitely feel that Aries in its low vibration is the bully. I would not say that the Aries energy is naturally the controller of people. No, it's more dominating in the sense of personal power and moving from that place of power, which can be uncomfortable for other people if you are not in that place of power. But definitely, when Aries energy is in its lowest and most immature, they are the bullies of the zodiac. And it's really because they are using their personal power when they're insecure about who they are and they haven't really learned their ego, learned themselves and where they can apply that power. They will use their power over other people to showcase that they are the ones in charge, but really they're deeply insecure. And the only thing that makes them in charge is the other people thinking that they are this big bad wolf. But it's really because they haven't harnessed that masculine energy of taking action and being confident and courageous in going about things. Now, it doesn't mean that because your sun sign is in Aries that you are the person that is extroverted and likes to take initiative and likes to be front. It really depends on where Mars is. And the reason being is because the planet ruler of Aries is Mars. So it's the leader of the sign. And if your sun is in the sign of Aries, but you have Mars, let's say in the sign of Taurus, which is a Venus sign, then you're not going to be that, Mars rules how you take action. You're not going to be the rambunctious one that might, say anything that comes to your mind with abrasiveness or just with courage. You might take the more passive route where you still are confident in your views and your goals, but you're going to actively go about it in a way that can bring harmony for the people around you and understanding, even though you are firm in the direction you want to go in. So you really want to see what sign you have your Mars in and what house you have Mars in, because then that will really dictate where you like to use that Mars Aries type of energy, as well as where Aries falls in your chart. Now, another thing about these people, as the Aries energy starts to mature, they really take the seat of like the manager, the general, where they're not the ones that want to be in the front line and go after and really just make their own path in their own way. They've done that already. Their fire has already burned a few things that they can say, okay, let me pass the baton. Let me be the leader in this moment and then pass the baton for others to inspire them to move forward and lead. Aries is very inspirational. Once they get to that more mature sense of their fire and really wants to initiate dominance in an area to help other people, to really guide other people as well. Because the opposite of Aries is Libra, and Libra is all about partnership. So the two signs want to get to the same goal of gathering others. It's just that Aries would like to go it in a very independent way. If your sun is in the sign of Aries, sun rules vitality, it rules heat, it also rules the father figure as well. And again, the sun likes to usually be in the first house, which is the house of Aries, the fifth house, the house of Leo, or the ninth house, the house of Sagittarius, because those are all fellow fire signs. So definitely, if you don't feel like an aggressive Aries, the way that a lot of people like to showcase Aries in the zodiac chart, really check your Mars. Where do you have your Mars and where do you have Aries in your chart? Because if you have it in the fourth house, which is the house of family, then yeah, you might not be that person that takes the initiative in terms of wanting entertainment or in the work field, but you might be that leader in the home because the fourth house is the house of Cancer. So really depending on where you have this Aries energy, but if you have it in the first house and you have the sun in the first house, you like to lead, move forward courageously, and act even with your body. I wouldn't be surprised if people who have Aries in the first house are athletes at all. People that are in like the Marines, or people that use their body to take action and to take force, boxers. I would not be surprised because the first house rules the body and Aries rules the head. So, and also, before I close out this video, Aries rules the root chakra. And the root chakra is the first chakra at the base of your spine. It's the color red. And it rules how we like to feel safe, secure, and foundational in terms of survival. So another thing to point out with Aries energy, because it rules that root chakra area, this is where they can sometimes get that warrior, passionate, aggressive type of energy from, because it rules the foundation of survival. And when these folks feel threatened, they are ready to fight till the end to protect, and to take care. So Aries ruling that root chakra area is really just about your core understanding of ego and self in the world, and knowing how to survive and move through the world with masculine energy of direction, force, and intention. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in for our Aries sun. Next, we are going to dive into what an Aries rising can mean in astrology. I'll see y'all.